Vocational Rehabilitation. This video will help young people and their families understand how vocational rehabilitation assists people who have disabilities with employment and employment-related training and education. Peak Parent Center. Founded in 1986, Peak Parent Center offers free and low-cost services to families of children with disabilities and self-advocates across the state of Colorado. Peak provides training, information, and technical assistance to help families advocate for their children in school and young adults as they step into adulthood. This video is brought to you by Project Power. Project Power is a parent training and information center funded by the Rehabilitation Services Administration, which supports parent centers in Region D2, Arizona, California, Colorado, Idaho, Nevada, New Mexico, and Utah, to build capacity for their transitioning youth with disabilities ages 14 to 26 and their families.
I actually just learned a little bit about vocab and how it can be something to be a support system for me to help me with my next step within my journey. The whole purpose of trying this program is to help guide you for where you want to go within yourself.
The overarching goal for vocational rehabilitation is to provide training and skill workshops for youth with disabilities so that they can be employed in a meaningful way and be contributing members of society.
Vocational rehabilitation is a government employment program available in every state. Their purpose is to assist people who have disabilities to obtain, maintain, or regain employment. One of VR's goals is to assist those facing barriers or challenges to employment due to disability. Vocational rehabilitation helps individuals create a plan for work. During this process, vocational rehabilitation helps the individual identify the skills they have or need. VR also helps them identify a job goal or career goal. The plan includes steps needed to reach the job goal, as well as outlines the services needed to reach that goal.
As I looked into your referral form, I did see here that you're interested in becoming a writer, is that correct?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, perfect. So as I mentioned, we're here to help you out. So one of the steps that I would have you do is basically, we're gonna look into getting you into the right program, like job development. At the moment, we're gonna start off by doing a vocational rehabilitation intake interview. So this is just the beginning step where I get to know more about you, and then we learn what we need to do so we can get you started.
So some of the services that VR provides are job readiness workshops, as well as self-advocacy and self-determination workshops, and learning about resources in the community that you can use, whether that's the DRC at the university that you may be going to, or other programs that are available through universities and community organizations.
So it's very common that our younger clients don't really have an idea or a set career or job goal. And so that is definitely something that we're here for. We don't determine their goal, rather we work with them in identifying like their interests and their abilities, and all those things we kind of put together to say, okay, well, maybe you might be interested in this.
I started seeking out VR services when my DDD coordinator recommended it to help me explore career options, as well as making a career plan and also like getting experience in the workforce.
This is your plan.
Okay.
I'm really excited to kind of go over it with you, but really what's important about this plan, Gavin, is that it's all about you.
Okay.
So if anything doesn't look right, or if you want to add something to the plan, you can absolutely do that. Okay? So if you take a look here, here are some of the services that I think would be a great fit for you at this time as you're currently, in school and trying to pursue your degree in social work. You did mention that, you wanted some assistance with assistive technology.
Yes.
So we'll definitely add that into here, which is the AT evaluation.
VR can help me reach employment goals by helping me, one, know what schooling I need to do to get to my goal. It can help you write your resume, they can help you with getting like an actual job and finding people that will help hire you, as well as kind of figuring out like what part of your job you want to do, and then also helping advocate for what you need in the job.
When we were talking about what you wanted to do, which is social work, right? You didn't really I guess, clarify if you wanted to specifically work in a certain environment, social work. And so I kind of just, thought, well, maybe we can do, a career exploration type of service.
I think that'd be great.
Yeah.
What does that entail?
Okay, yeah, great question. So career exploration is really a service that allows, a client to explore the field that they like to go into. And so that can be where you want to go into social work, but you're not too sure which environment. So we're going to explore the different environments in which you would find a social worker.
I think it will also expand upon as I continue with VR.
VR will assist a young person with their employment goal for as long as needed. It's not something that's rushed. There's also no specific timeline for each person because it's all individualized. We work at the pace of the client. It's important that, they're able to feel confident and, comfortable and have all their natural supports in place so that they can have meaningful work. Pre-employment transition services, also known as PREETs, are specific career exploration and job readiness services that help students who have disabilities prepare for future employment. These skills are provided through workshops or other learning experiences. Vocational rehabilitation counselors or contract providers may deliver services in 5 PREETs areas. 1. Job exploration counseling. 2. Work-based learning experiences in an integrated environment. 3. Counseling on post-secondary and training opportunities. 4. Work readiness training to include social and independent living skills. 5. Self-advocacy skills training.
Some of the skills that are provided through PREETs are job readiness, where you are learning to be professional, you learn communication skills, you learn the soft skills that employers are looking for to be, a functioning employee, but also just the good, the conflict resolution, problem solving, critical thinking, all of the things that you will have to have in order to have meaningful employment. My journey with VR began roughly when I was 13, 14, and I started with just the intake and I self-referred. They helped me to receive my own personal assistive technology, whether that was a computer and or a braille display, some software on the computer. So that was kind of the big first thing that I received. And then as throughout high school, I did summer programs, like I mentioned earlier, to prepare me for employment, as well as just refining some of my, technology skills and learning to be self-sufficient in the workspace.
Working with VR, I love to help people. I love to be some sort of support and helping them out along the way for a successful life in their career.
So I felt comfortable, I had a really good conversation. I got to learn so much about the service, and then I learned that there's so many options out there that can help me for me to go back to school, something I want to pursue within my career. It just gave me so much hope.
Vocational rehabilitation services assist people who have disabilities with employment and employment-related training and education. There are vocational rehabilitation services in every state. This project was developed by Peak Parent Center, Project Power, Encircle Families, and Diverse Ability Incorporated. A special thanks to the Arizona Department of Economic Security Vocational Rehabilitation Program.